That here. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, and good morning. We'll be starting in just a minute. I think I opened the room a minute early. Hello, Vertuvian. Good morning to you. Jean, Stefan, Eduardo, Ivano, Arnolfo, Vernon, good morning. Timothy, Devin, Peter, good morning, Peter. I hope you're having a nice week. David, Jill, Spider Monkey. Got to have Spider Monkey here, right? Art, Richard, good morning. Wayne, Kevin, Dave, Stan, Jason, James, Christian. We got Patrick, Scuba, Chris, Ray, Kirk. We got a lot of people here. We got Rebecca, Lewis, Stacy, Richard, Bill, Ilna, Grain Farmer, Charlene. Good morning, Charlene. Cam. Good morning, Cam. Karen. Welcome, welcome. Wade, Matt, Michael, Moondog, Steven, Lydia, Dave. Good morning, Dave Johnson. I hope you're well. Sherman's here. Hope, Sherman, you make some money today. Javad. Good morning, Javad. Uh, Taco Trump. I know a lot of people are called Javad. I know a lot of folks are trading the taco methodology. The taco methodology. Tom, Dave, Mark, Chris, Jody, Cheese Gray Trader, Krish, Anukumar, Henry. Uh, we got Cam. We're always waiting for the room to fill up. Please hit the thumbs up. Thank you, guys. Henry, Krish, Anukumar, Harold, Javad. Javad, I don't think people know what the taco method is. You're gonna have to explain it to them. Jeff, good morning. Pete, good morning. Hey, HG, good morning to you. You can't find news on bar chart? You just go to bar chart right here, HG, and it's right here. First, it's the first thing that you see, market today, right here. Here, I'll post it for you. How about that? Here is the news for today. There you go. I just posted it for you, okay? Um, yes, thank you, Jeff. Good morning. Pete, Steven, Jesse, Robert, J K J K Han. Good morning, J K Han. Edward, Billy, Hopium, Carrie, Dollar Bill, Lawrence, Rick. Good morning, Rick. James, Rick, Carlos. Good morning, Carlos. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Edward. Actually, Laura. Laura. Good morning, Laura. Hope everybody's doing having a good day. Mark. Good morning. JJ. Good morning. Naples fan, good morning. Hopefully everybody's doing great. Now you guys know exactly. Good morning, Justin, Mitch, Thomas. We still have a lot of people coming in. I'll give the room another minute or two to fill up, and then we'll start. Justin, good morning, everybody. Good morning, and welcome, welcome, welcome. I don't know. I don't. So if you guys haven't heard, there's a new methodology. It's called the taco methodology, right? It's called Trump always chickens out first. So whenever Trump says something, you buy it and then you wait for him to change his mind. That's called the taco methodology. A lot of people have been making money with the taco methodology lately. All right, all right. Let's get to business. Let's get to business. Does yeah, we're doing really good, Bob. Let me actually give you guys a link while I'm already here. Let me do that for you, and then we'll start. Did you guys have a good session yesterday in the pit where I taught you how to use the AVWAP yesterday? Let me know if you had a good session. Now, today we have a special event. We got Grahamster, we got Nate, we got Kane, Jeffrey, Lance, Chris, and myself. We're going to do something at 1 p.m. today. It'll be a lot of fun. I don't really know what we're doing, but it's going to be a round table. So we're going to have a Yelta conference. And it's always good to have That's right. That's his name, Henry. That's right. That's the guy. That's who writes these morning reports right here. Alexander Pilpenko. I think he's Ukrainian. Whatever he is, let's look him up. Experience. There he is. He's a young kid. Seeking Alpha Market Realist. I don't know, but he's pretty good. I bet you he's Ukrainian or Russian, one or the other. But I'm going to follow him on. I'm going to follow him and thank him because he does a pretty good job. Here's the link for the roundtable. It was a really good session yesterday. So if you enjoyed yesterday's session, guess what I'm going to have today in today's VIP room? Let me give you the lowdown. Here's the link. Here's the link, and let me tell you what I've got in store for today. I've got how do you know if you're overpaying for a straddle? Very important. Most people have no idea. They just eyeball it. There's a methodology to it, okay? Where to set your anchor when you're fishing with VWAPs, anchored VWAPs. I didn't get into that yesterday. I didn't get into breakdowns of every major sector, and I didn't get into a breakdown of FANG stocks. And whenever we have a market shift, I always like to do that. So I'll do that today, and I'll talk more about VWAPs and payment for straddles. Now, I'm going to tell you something. You would be a moron not to attend today's session because right now, straddles and strangles are very big because markets are very non-directional. That's the reason why I'm having it. That's right, Moondog. We're having a Yelta conference at 1 o'clock. Nate, Jeffrey, Lance, Chris. I think everybody's going to be there except Jack Carter from what I could see here. All the heads are going to be here. It'll be fun. Here's the link in case you missed it, guys. All right. That's at 1. At noon, we have our VIP room, and I don't think I'll have a webinar today because we have the Yelta conference. The Yelta conference with Grahamster, Nate, Kane, Jeffrey, Lance, and Chris. I don't think I've been in a room with all of these guys together in a month or two. It'll be interesting. You'll get to see everything we're scheming. Okay, don't miss out. It'll be at 1 o'clock, and also don't forget Customer Service Live, the Cam and Gustavo show, the greatest show on earth. Cam, the new code should be in the members area. And I gave you the description of what it changes. Basically, we changed in Alpha Zone Pro since we launched it. This is our second update, and we changed the entry candle. We made the entry candle more reliable. We made it so that the candle size, the body of the candle cannot be more than 25% of the size of the candle. It's a better candle, okay? So, hey, Richard, good to see you. Good to see you. Kirk, Duzzy, Bob, good to see you. Yelta Conference is the class we're having at 1 o'clock today. We're going to talk about Thursday GDP print, which could officially confirm a recession if it's negative for the second time straight. We really don't need that to confirm anything. All we need to do is look at this right here. This will tell us right here. See how we have 50% of stocks add the 200-day moving average? Folks, don't tell anyone this. It'll be just a little secret between you and I. But if you have less than 50% of stocks trading below the 200-day moving average, you're in a bear market. And that's official. Now, look at Russell 2000s. Look at Russell indexes. So we're kind of hovering around there. NASDAQ composite, 46%. So you don't really need to look at that, but that is important, okay? Also audio on AZ. Oh yeah. Let me reach out to Matt and hold on. Let me make sure he did that. Thank you, thank you, HG. Let me hit him up right now so I don't forget. He did promise to do that. One second. Let me send him a note. Okay. That way I can confirm that he did it because when we get into the office, we're too focused on the markets. Okay. All right. Is the code already in the members area? It should be. If it's not, it'll be there today. But all it does is, it's a big change, but it changes the candle. And we're going to make it audible. I wanted to get all the people who I wanted to get the tire kickers out of the way, all the people who would buy it and then just refund it. And I explained that we're just getting started with this thing. It's going to get pretty in depth. Not that it's not in depth already, but there's going to be a lot of changes. And if you buy it and you get a refund, you ain't going to be able to buy it back. So that's that. It's your loss. Matt's dad is going to do fine. I haven't heard anything back. He's probably going to get out today. I mean, who does not go to a hospital after a big dog bite? But again, I guess when a 17-year-old blind dog bites you, it's not that big of a deal. He just got some kind of an infection. He'll be fine. I haven't heard anything from. Let me ask him. But Dad, okay? He would have told me if Dad wasn't okay. But I think Dad is okay. Let me just tell my wife. Oh, by the way, here's a picture of my youngest and my oldest. This is from yesterday. That's my oldest. That's Mr. Kangaroo Doctor right here, and that's Rachel. The middle one wasn't here yesterday. She's in Tampa. But that's my oldest. That's the guy that's going to vet school, and that's baby Rachel right there. And she's growing. She's getting bigger. Anyways, good morning, good morning, good morning. I didn't see theater update. Theater update. What is the theater update? Peter, can you tell me what the Peter update is? Let me know. Let me know. So I know exactly what we're talking about. Let me know. Okay. So, okay, guys, let's talk about catalysts. We got plenty of people here. We got almost 400 people here. What are the catalysts? What are the catalysts for today? And just so you guys know, I write them down right here so I don't cheat. I don't want to cheat. So I write them down, and if you guys give me another one, I'll add it to it. Now, what is the catalyst for today? Let's see. Naples fan says FOMC, China, bonds, earnings. All right, so I'm going to say this again. I've been saying it now for 3 days in a row, and you guys have not been, you guys are not listening. You can't have something be a catalyst unless the market is able to digest it. We don't know what the catalyst is going to be for NVIDIA. That's not a catalyst. So if you are not going to have a reaction from the market afterwards that we're going to be seeing, it cannot be a catalyst. A catalyst is something that the market has to eat up. It has to absorb it into price. How can we absorb NVIDIA's earnings if they're not coming out till after the close? Now, you guys have been doing this now for 2 or 3 days in a row. If you guys don't stop doing this, I'm going to start getting a little upset about it because it would make me feel you're not paying attention. You can't have a catalyst unless it is known. Don't write catalyst for something that we don't know or won't know when the market is open. We won't know what the catalyst for NVIDIA is till after the market closes. Hence, the catalyst for NVIDIA is going to be tomorrow's catalyst or overnight catalyst. You can't price something into the market that is unknown and that won't start trading. Now, I'm going to say this to, who was it that said it? Genevieve, CRM. Did CRM come out with earnings already? When does CRM come out with earnings? Let's see. When does CRM come out with earnings? After market closes. Okay, so all right. So let's see how many people got it wrong. Kian got it wrong. Doris got it wrong. Duzzy got it wrong. Giathi got it wrong. Folks, a lot of you are getting this wrong. The majority of you, Steven got it wrong. Scuba Chris got it wrong. William got it wrong. Naples fan got it wrong. Okay, so I want you to listen because you're not listening. You're not listening. This is the third time I'm saying this. A catalyst cannot occur unless it's known. Do you guys know what the earnings on NVIDIA are going to be? No, you don't. You have no clue. Do you know what the earnings on CRM are going to be? You don't, which means it can't be a catalyst. It could be an event. A catalyst is something we already know that's about to be priced into the market. How can CRM and NVIDIA be a catalyst? Now, I'm going to spend a little time here because a lot of you got it wrong. Like most of you got it wrong. So, and you got it wrong yesterday, and you got it wrong the day before. So, I want to make sure you understand a catalyst is not something that's on the horizon. A catalyst is something we're going to be able to see how, write this down. How is the market reacting to this news? I want you to write this down. How is the market reacting to this news? Oh, there is no news. Therefore, it's not a catalyst. Do we all understand that, or do I need to explain it for the fourth time? Because this is the third time I'm explaining it to you guys. And we start every morning with this. Yes, William, actually, no, NVIDIA will be a catalyst tonight going into tomorrow morning. But yes, technically, you're right. Technically, you're right. It'll be after 5 o'clock, we could see what the catalyst for NVIDIA is on the market. You can't see a catalyst till the news is out. Is NVIDIA catalyst going to impact today's trading session? How can it? We don't have a time back machine, do we now? Okay, so I want to make sure you understand. Where do we get the data, the date for the morning catalyst? Well, you can get it right here. AMC means after market closes. See, look, Salesforce, after market closes. NVIDIA, after market closes. Now, if I know about it, shouldn't you know about it since we use exactly the same tools? I'm only using the same tools I give you every single day, and they happen to be free. So what's your excuse for not knowing this stuff? And we go through it every single day. And it happens to be the main page. And it happens to be a service that I use every day. So what is your excuse for not knowing this information? Now, do you see why we play the same movie every single day? The story hasn't changed. We're still using bar chart. The data is still in the same place it's been every day that I've been showing you. And the news only comes out after market closes or before they open. So my story has not changed. Are you guys watching a different soap opera? Are you cheating on me? Are you cheating on Clyde? Who moved my cheese? All right. So I want you guys to understand this. If you don't understand this, you're going to be doing this all day like you usually do in the market, and your neck is going to hurt. You can't have a catalyst unless it's already being priced into the market. CRM and NVIDIA are not a catalyst. There's nothing about them that's going to be priced into the market today. Okay, so I'm going to ask you again. Let's start from beginning. What is the catalyst for today? And I wrote it down right here to make it nice and simple for you. I always write it at the corner top to make it so we don't cheat. So I don't cheat. Can somebody tell me what the catalyst is? Consumer confidence. Didn't the market, Carlos, did you listen to what I just said a minute ago? Consumer confidence came out yesterday. The market was able to trade for almost 24 hours after consumer sentiment, consumer confidence came out. That is no longer the catalyst. That's right, Rick. So come on, guys. It works now. Take the opposite of what I just said with NVIDIA. When did consumer confidence come out? Consumer confidence came out at 10 a.m. yesterday. Has the market traded between 10 a.m. and today? That means it's priced into the market. You know, it only takes a couple hours to price in a major catalyst. So I'm going to ask you again, what's the major catalysts? Okta is just a small cap tech stock. It's not a catalyst. Stop throwing stuff at the wall. Okay, let's talk about my catalysts, okay? Oops. Sorry. Oh, why did they have to put that there? Okay. So let's talk about the catalyst. FOMC. FOMC. Why do you guys go for something so complicated instead of like the lowest hanging fruits? FOMC is a catalyst for today. Manufacturing index is a catalyst for today. The bond auction is a catalyst today. Now, what's the last catalyst that I have on my what's the last catalyst that I have on my I said the bond auction, I said manufacturing, Macy's. Macy's. Why Macy's? Let's take a look. Let's take a look why Macy's. Okay, Okta. What kind of a stock is Okta? What kind of stock is Okta? Let's see. It's in the it's not even in the S&P 500. Why would a computer technology stock, a software stock that's not in the S&P 500 be a major catalyst for the market? I don't have it on my list. I don't have Okta on my list. Just because it's an earnings doesn't mean it's a catalyst. But let's now look at Macy's. Very small stock, right? Very small stock. But I remember somebody telling you that retail is very, very, what's the word we use? Jeff, what's the word that we use? If you want this to be a catalyst, if you think that Okta will be a catalyst, that's fine, but it's not big enough. And software is not a major. I told you chips, airlines, retail. I tell you this all the time. That's right. Insensual. It's not that big of a deal. It's just not. But how many times have I told you that retail is huge? How many times have I told you chips are huge? Yeah, influential, incestual. They trade together. They trade together. So here are my catalysts for today. They're right. They're right here. You could see them right here. Hold on, right there. See them right here, right there. I drew them before we got on. See, FOMC is the first one. The second one says bond auction. The third one says manufacturing, and the last one says Macy's. You could see it right here, right there. Not lying to you. Yes, correlated. Is there anything here that I said that's not accurate or something that I have not said before? And most importantly, I'm going to give you a quiz tomorrow on this whole catalyst thing. And I want to make sure you guys understand. A catalyst is not something that's going to happen. A catalyst is something that already happened. The market has to have a chance to price it into value. If it hasn't happened, it's not a catalyst, unless it's going to happen during the market hours. So if Nvidia was coming out during market hours, that's a catalyst. This is going to happen during market hours. That's a catalyst for today's session. Nvidia comes out after today's session. There is absolutely not one trace, unless you want to say that lack of you could argue, argue that lack of certainty on semiconductors will be a catalyst. Yeah, you could say that, but that doesn't fly. So I want to make sure you guys understand that. That's right, Jeff. Macy's earnings affect greater retail. Exactly, because retail is a huge, huge thing. A small software stock. Have you guys ever heard me say a small software stock? No, it just doesn't. Microsoft. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. Not Okta. The hell, Okta. I mean, gives a shit. Yes, tomorrow, CRM and NVIDIA. Actually, not even tomorrow, tonight, through tomorrow. Tonight, it'll be speculation on its value. And tomorrow, when the market opens, it'll be priced into its value. Why can't it be priced? Okay, question for you. Why can't it? This is a great session, by the way. I'm having so much fun here. Why can't it be priced into the session? Why can't it be priced into the session tonight when futures are open? Why? Exactly. Jeff takes notes, or at least he listens, because I said that yesterday. CRM is a barometer of business activity. And I gave you the whole story of how we used to use it yesterday. I'm glad, Richard. I'm glad. I have the gift of being a funny guy without trying to, which is not something a lot of people have. What about DKS earnings? Let's see. Let's see. DKS earnings. Okay, let's look up DKS earnings. DKS earnings. Um, what about Dick's? Dick's Sporting Goods? Does Dick's have? Did Dick's come out with earnings? I think Dick's came out with earnings like a week ago. Hold on a second. See. Oh, they had earnings today. I thought Dick's already came out with earnings. Yes, I didn't know Dick's had earnings. I thought Dick's had earnings. Then yes, that would be a catalyst. That would be a catalyst. That would be a cat. I thought Dick's already came out with earnings. Yes, that would be a catalyst. That would be a catalyst. So see, that would be a catalyst because that just came out this morning, right? Bish rises retail meme stock buys first Bitcoin Bay and scooping out 500,000. Yeah, so it would. It would. Yep, you guys are right. You guys are right. You guys are right. Yeah. Who was that? Naples fan. You guys are right. You guys are right. Oh, I remember what they had. They were okay. It was a takeover. It was a takeover. So yes, yes, yes. This is a catalyst. That's a good catalyst. That's a retailer. That's a positive catalyst. I'm going to have to add that to my list. Thank you. Thank you. I asked Jeffrey yesterday, and Jeffrey told me that they already came out with earnings, so I was relying on him. I'll blame this on Jeffrey. And we're even with expected earnings, but they're up. Catalyst baseline must happening today, pre-market or during. Yes, exactly. Yes, must be actionable within the market time frame. Exactly, Carlos. Exactly, exactly. Okay, so we already know what the news today is. We know FOMC is going to be sort of kind of important. I can't wait to hear if dark clouds on the sky. Because remember, no dark clouds on the sky last time. Even though it doesn't have a star on it, everybody's worried about manufacturing right now. China is weaker, slightly weaker. We're now below the 8-day EMA 2 days in a row. US dollar is moving up, but we're still at the 8-day EMA, which means we can just come right back down here. And notice how well it's been respecting the 8-day EMA, by the way. It's been just glued to this 8-day EMA. So in my opinion, and it is mostly below the 8-day EMA right now, it's not up very much. My theory is it's going to just ride along this line right here. Okay? Oh, by the way, folks, if you're new here, please go and make sure, go to the gearbox right here and make sure you're at 1080p. Make sure you force 1080p HD. That way you'll be able to see everything we do pretty clearly, okay? And also, while you're there, give us a thumbs up. I have to give myself a thumbs up too. Desperate times, desperate measures. Let's see how many we have. We have 152 thumbs up. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Let's see if you can get some more thumbs up. Yep. Yep. US dollars below par, not really good. Add the 8-day, not great. Gold is starting to come up again. Remember what I told you? I think it's a good time to nibble on gold here. Buy a little more here, and right now not do anything. Wait till we get to 34.57 and wait for a pullback back to this area, or wait for a peak. I don't know if it's going to be able to break this area, but that's our profit target right there. Okay. Crude oil. Crude oil is doing exactly what we expected it to do, which is absolutely nothing. I'm still looking for an iron condor. I know. I've been taking my time, but I'm gonna find one. I am gonna find one. I'm determined to find one. So we'll definitely find an iron condor here. Crypto. Bitcoin is down. It's coming back down. Remember what I told you the other day? We had a breakout. Now we need to test this area. I would want to see us come off a little bit. and then start coming back up strong or consolidate near this area right here, the 8-day EMA, which is right here. We're not that deviated from it right now, but I don't really see any reason right now. We've been going down for 3 days or 4 days, 3 days straight now. So I don't really see any reason to buy it right now. I would probably wait till we're right here and then starting to come up again. By the way, for anybody in the pit, the stock we've been holding for a week, which none of us are going to mention the name, it looks very nice right now. I don't know what it's going to do today, but it looks like a beauty right now. I'm very glad that we held on to it. The bond market. Remember, we talked about visual back testing. We're now above the 8-day EMA. It's too early to tell. If we go down today, then this will be fulfilling our visual back test. If it starts getting away from us and moving higher and this doesn't bend down, then we're breaking this area, which will actually be really good for the US dollar, because that would give US dollar a nice little boost if bonds if bonds went higher, because higher yield gives us more US dollar area. So we'll see what happens there. We'll see what happens there. Volatility is hovering right around 19, 20. I would be very cautious here. I would be very, very cautious. I want to see volatility break 17. So far, we have not seen it. Okay. Let's talk about all the catalysts, and then we'll get into the broad market. And I'll make this a little bigger so you could see. Let me give you some links. Here's the Yelta conference link. Grahamster, Nate, Kane, Jeffrey, Lance, Chris, and myself at 1 o'clock. That'll be interesting. Here's the VIP room where I will be educating you on a lot of very cool topics today. If you enjoyed it yesterday, I promise you will enjoy it today. And here's the link for Customer Service Live, where I'm pretty sure Cam and Gustavo and Jax Adobe will be having some fun today. Make sure to kiss Jax, Gustavo, and put a little bow tie on him. Cute dog. So Magnificent 7 advanced yesterday, 6% on Tesla. Tesla looked actually really good yesterday. NVIDIA, chip stocks, everything was really nice here. Holex, this is a stock we were short. We took a nice profit on it last week. We got out of this on one of our swing trading programs before it jumped. On the bearish side, PDD didn't do well. E-commerce from China. China's not really giving us any upside right now. Consumer confidence made a 3-month high, which I thought was very, very strange. But hey, what can I tell you? My favorite part, Williams stated Wednesday that central banks need to respond relatively strongly. Now, dude, where were you 3 weeks ago? How come 3 weeks ago you didn't say that? It'll be very interesting to see what the minutes today say, because remember what he said last time. No, nothing on the horizon. Everything is peachy. Everything is looking good. There's no clouds in the sky. That was 3 weeks ago. And today we're going to have the minutes from that. But look what this moron is saying now. Respond relatively strongly. Do you think he said that 3 weeks ago? Hell no. When inflation starts to stray from their target, well, why didn't you say that 3 weeks? It's going to be so great. I'm going to take what he says today, what they're saying today, and I'm going to compare it with what they said 3 weeks ago. It'll be fun. The thing you want to avoid is allowing inflation to become persistent. Right. Because high persistent can become permanent. Yes. So you decided to lower rates twice in light of Trump saying I'm going to raise tariffs. Huh. Okay. Indicated that policymakers may keep interest rates unchanged through July. Remember I told you, I think rates are going to go up in July. Now I'm thinking August or September because they don't have a meeting in July. But he's saying exactly what I'm saying, July. That was my thing. I said in the summer, July. They seek to better understand economic effects. They're going to raise rates, don't mark my words, between July and September. Lower rates, not raise rates, lower rates. Meanwhile, long-dated Treasury yields climbed again on Wednesday after a weak auction on Japanese long-dated government bonds, reigniting investors worried over government debt. When did this happen? This already happened. The Japanese market has traded this already. This is priced in to the futures right now. Okay. Um, Investors are awaiting NVIDIA. Investors will closely follow the publication of the Fed's minutes from May 6th, 7th for further insight into what they're discussing. Remember, everything clear skies. There was no problem last time. The Fed signaled the rate cuts are unlikely for now due to inflation risk. Through officials remain concerned about potential economic damage from tariffs. No, they didn't. No, they didn't. Not last time they didn't. No, they said we're not concerned. We're going to just play it by ear. They did not say there was gray skies on the horizon last time. We all remember that. We have manufacturing data. Noticed I highlighted it. That's a catalyst. Usually, if it's a catalyst, I'll highlight it. Or if it's important, I'll highlight it. Europe is down, taking breather after a recent rally. NVIDIA earnings, retail mining stocks led the decline. Not really great. China closed lower. Global markets, let's see here. Europe is down. China is down. Japan erased earlier gains. We're not really getting much love from global economy. Poor demand at an auction, triggering a rebound for Japanese yield. Investors exercise caution ahead of NVIDIA earnings. Utility stocks led the decline while energy stocks outperformed. Okay. And then we have our catalysts here. All right. Volatility is still below 20, although we're still at 19, folks. This is not anything to get too excited about. Okay. What about SPY? Well, I drew this for you yesterday. Remember? Let me turn off my fan. It's getting a little cold in here. All right. All right. All right. Comments came 2 days after meeting, and that's right, they did, Jeff. 2 days after the meeting, we started getting gray skies miraculously. But during the meeting, everything was fine. It was amazing. It was amazing how less than 10 days later, they completely changed their tone to there's clouds on the sky. Because remember what they said last time. Everything is great. If we need to do something, we'll do it. We're going to just be responded. We don't see anything right now. Everything is fine. And then 10 days later, there's clouds on the horizon. 10 days later, there's clouds on the horizon. So I'm curious to see what their minutes will be. Okay, so this is the SPY. This is the SPY. We don't have any support from global economy. Do you guys see a breakout here in price? My camera is not off, Jeff. It's on. And everybody on YouTube can see it because I could see the camera myself. I'm looking at what you guys are looking at. You guys can see my camera on the right side of the screen. Can everybody else see my camera? Just want to make sure. Not that it's a big deal. You guys all know what I look like. You're not going to see any major surprises here. Yeah, that's what I thought. Because Jeff, go to YouTube. You should be able to see it just fine. I'm wearing a funky shirt. Yep. Okay. Yeah, it's on your end. Just refresh YouTube, Jeff. Okay, you guys could see it. Okay, cool. All right, good. Not that I'm going to win any awards for my acting performance. Okay, so you guys see this? We haven't broken out yet, and this is a very very important price bar because this price bar can take us over the edge tomorrow, not today. This is a very very important, or it could take us all the way down here. We can break out, or we can come down. Well, Roger, what do you think we're going to do? I personally don't know yet. I'll know later today. I don't know yet, but I'm going to be very cautious. I'm going to be very, very cautious. Yesterday, just to give you an example of how cautious, I was pretty bullish yesterday. I did not put a trade in the pit yesterday because I wanted to wait for a pullback. We did not get one pullback during the entire day yesterday. This was the market yesterday. Look. We did not get one pullback the entire session yesterday. The entire session, we didn't get one pullback yesterday. So here, no pullbacks, no pullbacks at all, no pullbacks at all. So this actually today, no pullbacks. So I didn't do anything yesterday, but I'm very very cautious right now. I'm very very cautious because this needs to break out. I need to see us break out above 595. On the QQQ, let me give you some levels. Yes, NVIDIA will definitely give us direction. See how we are on QQQ? Are we going to break out or are we going to come back down here? That level right now is about 533. Let's look at mega caps. Mega caps are breaking out. Mega caps are already breaking out. It's a pretty good sign. Pretty good sign. How about, oh, my dogs are going crazy again. God bless them. Dow Jones, let's look at Dow. Not even close. How about RS? Oh, God. I'm sorry. If any of you hear them, I apologize from the bottom of my heart. It's like, ow, like four dogs in my ear doing, ow. This looks like it's coming up, but it's got to get above this red line here. But even if it does, it's got all of this. Let's look at something more important. Let's look at SMH. Today, I would be focused on SMH quite a bit because if NVIDIA can't break out above this area, which is 250, we need SMH to break above 250. 250 or bust. 250 or bust. Let's look at NVIDIA real quick. NVIDIA needs to break out of this area right here. Needs to break out of this area right here. If it breaks out, we got a nice buy signal. If it breaks down, we have a nasty sell signal. Yeah, I have it's a wood, the door is completely solid, but it's just, I hear it really badly. Oh, God. And then they howl. Once they start barking, they go, ow, all of them together. Like four dogs coming together and doing this. Ow, 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 ow. I get a real nasty headache after a while from it. Okay, they're calming down. All right, thank God. All right, so we need to see the structure broken. Either we're going to go below the 8-day or we're going to go above here. What are some clues I'm going to be looking at today? Well, I'm going to be looking at VIX. I'm going to be looking at VIX, okay? I'm going to be looking at SMH, especially the second half of the day. No, no, they're not pissed. It's when somebody comes, they hear the gardener or something, Travis. They when dogs do that, they just yep, they're giving me my morning concert. Exactly, exactly, exactly. So I'm going to be looking at volatility. I'm going to be looking at volatility. I want volatility to start breaking down. I want to see the bond market. Okay. I want to see the bond market rise above 85.96 on TLT. Write this down. 86. Just put 86. We want to see the bond market above 86. Basically, we want the bond market to be moving away from this downtrend. We want to see it trade above 86. We want SMH to trade above 250. Oh God. We want QQQ to trade above this line right here, 522.60. I hope you guys are, hey, Eagle Beagle, good morning. Good to see you. I hope you guys are writing this down. Hope you guys are writing these numbers down, okay? Now, here are some things that are not looking great. If we look here, we're still very fragmented. And chips, where's chips? Where's my chips? Where's my chips? Yesterday, chips were down here. Chips are now up here. But you still have fragmentation here. You still have technology down here. Look where technology was a week ago. Technology was up here. Semiconductors were up here. Communication, consumer discretionary, QQQ is up here. Look at it today. QQQ is up down here. It's not up here. It's down here. Technology is down here. Semiconductors are down here. They're no longer here or here. They're in the middle. So we still have to be careful. We got to be careful. What time frame are these? This is 1 week, this is 3 week, and this is 6 weeks. I usually start with 1 week. Okay? for the morning, I want to see the last 5 days where things have gone. And we're pretty mixed up right now. But it does look like semiconductors went from first place to last place back to they're starting to come up now. And the fact that retail is up here is actually pretty good. So we'll see what happens. Consumer discretionary is up here. Communication still a little mixed. Now, we have a lot of stocks breaking out to the upside. We have over 100 today on the 50. That's a meaningful number. 20-week high, only 56. 50-day high, 121. So there's some movement here. There's some movement here. Look at 20-day highs. 236. This is either going to get really strong over the next 24 hours or it's going to completely crap out. And I'll be updating you throughout the day. Okay? And remember, even if NVIDIA closes strong today, it doesn't mean anything. We have to see what earnings come out. So here is my prognosis for you. We're going to have a lot of non-directional price action. I'm much more leaning into strangles and straddles today than directional trades. Why? Because I have absolutely no idea what's going to happen with CRM and NVIDIA earnings up ahead of us. We just don't know. We have too much unforeseeability. You would be a moron to buy semiconductor stocks today. You're not going to buy chip stocks. My suggestion is stay away from technology till after we come over. Well, Roger, you told me anticipatory trades are good. I'm going to repeat something today, and I hope you got your pen ready. Anticipatory trades give you higher profit, but they give you a lower win rate. Confirmation trades give you a lower profit, but a higher win rate. Trust me, as a beginner, till you become a professional, you need your win rate to be up. That's how you get your confidence. You need your win rate to be up. Once you're a pro, once you're consistent, you can then play around with different profit factors. Right now, you need your win rate to be up. That's the only way I know for beginners to gain confidence at the fastest rate. If you want confidence, don't do anything right now. Wait. Don't be patient. I had tons of stocks yesterday on my long list yesterday for the pit. Did I do anything? No. First of all, we already have a really nice looking stock. Second of all, I just don't trust this market right now. And I'd rather not do anything than have you guys sitting in a bunch of losers. Okay? All right, so let me show you stocks that I'm looking at right now. Doesn't mean I'm buying them, it means I'm looking at them. I'll give you the downside and I'll give you the upside. There's hardly anything happening to the downside right now. MP Material, LQDT, and then I got to get out of here. Oh, my dogs finally. They get nice and quiet when it's time for me to leave, right? This stock looks beautiful, by the way. Liquidity Services. You could even do the underlying. CLX. Still a short. Clorox. Wendy's. Where's the beef? Where's the beef? Cold. American Realty Trust. And this stock that I've never talked about before, ever, 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 ever. We've never traded it. We've never looked at it. We've never had anything to do with it. First time I'm ever talking about it, right? Ha! I laugh at you. How many times have I given you this stock? 30 times? 20 times? It was a pit trade a few weeks ago, or like a month ago. A lot of times. It's very important to know what kind of a trade. Your mental stop will be different. Absolutely. Absolutely. That's the short side. Now let me give you the long side. I have a lot of stocks on my long side. A lot. JCI. The Hood. Robinhood. AVGO, it's a chip stock. You're not going to do anything here. You're going to watch it. You're going to salivate over it, but you ain't going to do nothing. Why? Because you got NVIDIA coming out in 24 hours. Now, you could day trade this if you want. It's a nice compression breakout. Look at this. That's an A plus setup right here. RKLB. Is this beneficial to you guys? Is this beneficial to you guys? A little overextended. Wait for it to come back to the back there. FLR. This one looks interesting. Fluor. That's how my in-laws met. Wait, it's got We got to either up to the 200 or after the 200. So this will be a profit target. GE is back. GE is back. Very nice. Very nice. MNST is on our list for the 50th time. Literally for the 50th time. CTVA. Nice looking stock. Very nice looking stock. CF. Very nice looking stock. NTES. First time it's been on our list in a long time. Chewy. My dog's favorite stocks, right? uh, HWM. HON. That's a nice looking breakout right there. And ADP. All right. Is there any questions before I give you guys the floor? Any questions? First of all, again, I am having a Yelta conference today at 1 o'clock with Grahamster, Nate, Kane, Jeffrey, Lance, and Chris. It's going to be a lot of fun. I don't know what we're going to be talking about, but I'm pretty sure I'll be ready. We got VIP room today. Let me give you my agenda for the VIP room. Wait till you hear this. Wait till you hear this. I've got says Trump's. Oh, that's it. Honeymoon is okay. I've been told. I've been told that the honeymoon between Elon Musk and Trump is finally over. I predicted it 2 months ago. I said it was going to be a very short relationship. But Trump's spending bill undermines the work that Dodge has been doing. Elon Musk says Trump's spending bill undermines the work Dodge has been doing. Do you guys remember right after the election what I told you? It's not going to be a very long-lasting relationship. So Elon Musk says Trump's spending bill undermines the work Dodge has been doing. The Yelta conference is going to be a conference where we're going to be talking about a lot of good stuff, about what's happening with the market, GDP, whether there's a recession, NVIDIA earnings. It's going to be a full-on prequel to GDP, to the prequel to the GDP. It's going to be something you don't want to miss. Can I look at KHC? If you buy me some KHC, I could look at some KHC. Yeah, it looks exactly like Clorox, all consumer staples. Look at Pepsi. They've all been in the crapper. They've all been in the crapper. Yeah, Yelta conference. You guys heard the term Yelta conference? You've never heard of the Yelta conference? Come on. So let me tell you, VIP room, what we will be talking about in the VIP room today. I will be, how do you know if you're overpaying for a straddle or a strangle? Oh, yeah. And right now, straddles or strangles are very important. Where to set your anchor when you fishing with VWAPs. Why visual backtesting can save you time and money. Breakdown of every sector we pay close attention to, and breakdown of every FANG stock. It's going to be a lot of fun. And also, don't forget, Customer Service Live. Cam and Gustavo show. All right. How do we know when to get out of KHC and when it'll reverse? Well, here. Let me show you. There's a trick to it. Right here. 28 would be your stop out. 28.12 would be your stop out. Right here. That's your get out. We don't want to be in this anymore. Okay? All right, guys. I got to get out of here. If you have any other questions, just please send me an email, okay? Please send me an email. Don't miss the Yelta conference. Don't miss the roundtable. Don't miss the VIP room. And I will see you all later. There looks like they're not buddies anymore. Doesn't look like they're best buddies anymore. Yep, it's honoring the 8 minute. It's got to get above the 15. It's got to get up to right here. The pivot. The next pivot is right here. It's got to go above 28.14. Ciao. I'll see you guys later. I hope this was educational. I didn't want to hold you today. I'm headed to work, and I'll see you later. And again, no arguments, no craziness. But I want you guys to think about something. How many things have I been wrong on since the election? How many things have I been wrong on? Do you remember me telling you that Elon Musk and Trump is not going to be a very long party? It's happening. They're turning on each other. I'll see you guys later. Bye. Folks, be careful today. Be very, very cautious today. Okay? That's the best advice I'm going to give you. And don't get FOMO. We're going to get a reactionary trade tomorrow, maybe even later today. Don't go crazy. All right? And try to stay away from